Anything can be done, as long as you truly believe it. A thing may happen and be a total lie. Another thing may not happen and be truer than the truth. Dead yesterdays and unborn tomorrows, why fret about it, if today be sweet? It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. Feelings are real. They often become one's reality, but they are not always based on truth. Sometimes the only reason for us to be somewhere else is to see things from a different perspective. No matter what he does, every person on Earth plays a central role in the history of the world, and normally he doesn't know it. Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. Some battles don't have a winner. Sometimes the best a good general can hope for is a ceasefire. The act of going within, finding our truth, and then sharing it, it helps us far more than we know. For it is our scars that show us where we've been. Let them not dictate where we are going. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. Life doesn't always give us the choices we want. All we can do is make the best of things. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. To know the history of science is to recognize the mortality of any claim to universal truth. Never let hard lessons harden your heart. The hard lessons of life are meant to make you better, not bitter. Every ounce of my cynicism is supported by historical precedent. Fitness is vital for sports person. I never take it for granted. My fitness mantra is healthy eating and daily exercise. Happiness is something we reap from the seeds we sow. Plant misery seeds, and that is what you reap. The dream was always running ahead of me. To catch up, to live for a moment in unison, was the miracle. We are supposed to call poison medicine, and we wonder why we're always sick. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. If you change who you are to suit other people, you may end up dressed for the wrong occasion. The logical man must either deny all miracles or none. Through synergy of intellect, artistry, and grace came into existence the blessing of a dancer. Time is precious, but truth is more precious than time. My life has been one great big joke, a dance that's walked, a song that spoke. I laugh so hard I almost choke when I think about myself. Stop doing what is easy or popular. Start doing what is right. Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing. And meanwhile, time goes about its immemorial work of making everyone look and feel like shit. Each of us is shaped by the truth of our natures. Vaughn de Silver. Oh darling, don't be bitter. It's the first instinct of the weak. Not everyone is fight-able. Be careful of who you fight. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Watch for the thing that will show itself to you, because that thing, when you find it, will be your future. Swords can win territories but not hearts. Forces can bend heads but not minds. The spirit of a man is constructed out of his choices. You should always do what you can to make life sweeter. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Liberty without learning is always in peril, and learning without liberty is always in vain. There was another life that I might have had, but I am having this one. Respect other people's feelings. It might mean nothing to you, but it could mean everything to them. When you stop complaining about others for not helping you and focus on your efforts, there's no stopping you. The tears of the world are a constant quantity. For each one who begins to weep somewhere else, another stops. The same is true of the laugh. This body is fragile. It is just flesh. Listen to the heartbeat. Life depends on the pumping of a muscle. We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. You can be everything. You can be the infinite amount of things that people are. 3 things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. I don't want to be a tree. I want to be its meaning. I don't walk away from things I think are unfinished. Those who rest when they need to work will work when they need to rest. Do your bit when it is most rewarding. You must not ever stop being whimsical, and you must not, ever, give anyone else the responsibility for your life. The prettiest flowers earn their honor in the ugliest dirt. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. Of life's 2 chief prizes, beauty and truth, I found the first in a loving heart and the second in a laborer's hand. Once war becomes a clash of absolutes, there is no breathing room for mercy. Absolute truth is blind truth. Water and air, the 2 essential fluids on which all life depends, have become global garbage cans. Happiness often sneaks in through a door you didn't know you left open. My experiences have taught me that things rarely improve with a simple change of scenery. What one thinks is right is not always the same as what others think is right. No one can be always right. Do not confuse healthy detachment with avoidance. In my opinion, the difference between the 2 is acceptance and acknowledgement. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. The job of feats is walking, but their hobby is dancing. There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. It's amazing how easy the truth is to accept, no matter how strange. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. Facing it, always facing it, that's the way to get through. Face it. Ethical veganism represents a commitment to nonviolence. When you hold a grudge, you want someone else's sorrow to reflect your level of hurt, but the 2 rarely meet. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. We never know how high we are till we are called to rise. Then if we are true to form, our statures touch the skies. Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you do not, the sun will soon set, and you with it. All things one has forgotten scream for help in dreams. I seem to have run in a great circle and met myself again on the starting line. Your life begins to change the day you take responsibility for it. You see me walking away, I see myself walking towards greatness. Truth persuades by teaching, but does not teach by persuading. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. Humility is nothing but truth, and pride is nothing but lying. Life without dreams is like a bird with a broken wing. It can't fly. Do not wait for life. Do not long for it. Be aware, always and at every moment, that the miracle is in the here and now. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. 2 things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. We all live inside the terrible engine of authority, and it grinds and shrieks and burns so that no one will say, lines on maps are silly. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. It is by no means an irrational fancy that, in a future existence, we shall look upon what we think our present existence as a dream. Rejections come the moment we decide to turn our one day into day one, and that is totally okay. We have been called to heal wounds, to unite what has fallen apart, and to bring home those who have lost their way. The more you feed your mind with positive thoughts, the more you can attract great things into your life. Others have seen what is and asked why. I have seen what could be and asked why not. The key to flow is to pursue an activity for its own sake, not for the rewards it brings. Take courage, my heart. You have been through worse than this. Be strong, saith my heart. I am a soldier. I have seen worse sights than this.